Recording. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ladies Power Lunch. I am so excited because with me today I have Robin Finney. Now, coming up on the 21st of September, we actually have our Ladies Power Lunch Fall Conference. And guess what? Robin Finney was our wandering pre-note for our spring conference, and she's also going to be a presenter once again on our fall conference. So I'm pleased to welcome Robin, and just love to take a couple of minutes to have her tell us a little bit about her and about what she plans to do at our upcoming conference. Robin, welcome. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
So, a
Um,
lot of, I'm sorry,
no, go on. Yeah.
is saying that a lot of our members know you because they
Yeah.
remember about you so much from your coming to talk to us at our spring conference, from some of the workshops that you've done for us on our Ladies Power Lunch group, and of course from some of the card readings that you've done with us. So we've taken advantage of you in every way possible. We have taken advantage of your intuition as well as your skill set to share with our group. And I'm really, really excited to share you with everybody again on the fall conference. But for those of us who haven't met you before, because we've had quite a few new members since you were on our program last, and there are some members who, for some reason, were not able to make it to the spring conference. Can you just give us a little background about who you are and what you offer to our group, and of course, the wonderful joy that you bring to the world?
Yes, I would love to. Well, welcome everyone, especially the new members. I just saw before I got on that you welcomed even more members to the group, so it's really exciting to see it continue to expand. I'm Robin Finney. I'm also known as Wandering Ant, AUNT, and I'm currently a live-in aunt right now. That's what COVID has blessed me and gifted me with, is having a space in my sister's house so that I can just be more available to my family during this time and my littles. I am professionally, I'm a intuitive and authenticity guide, and I support people in answering questions and finding the answers to questions that are kind of deep within their self that maybe they don't really know that are there, or they know and they've just maybe need a little nudge or a little encouragement to ask. So I do that in a variety of ways through one-on-one sessions, group sessions. I use oracle cards as a way to support in just allowing that message to connect with your soul. So it's really beautiful in that way. I'm also a retreat leader, and that's how Dr. Davia and I met originally. And I'm also a world traveler and nomad, so that's why I'm finding myself in Dallas, Texas at the moment, since travel's kind of paused during this time. So it's a little bit about myself. I'm also a writer, and I have a blog if you go to my website, and I write about anything that I feel is a general message or vibration that's happening um, within my life and other people's lives. And so I write in a way that speaks to other people. So
I love that. So I love what you do, and I love what you were doing before the pandemic hit us. And that was one of the reasons why I asked you to be a speaker on our spring conference, because you were doing this wonderful thing. You were taking women to faraway, beautiful places, putting them in these beautiful gowns and full makeup and doing a wonderful photo shoot. So it would take some regular girl like me and make her feel like an absolute movie star, supermodel by doing a photo shoot with me on the grounds of the Eiffel Tower or something
yeah.
fun like that. And the effect that something like that has on a person's confidence and on their just their life in general, there are really no words to describe it. Can you tell us a little bit about what you were doing before COVID and what I'm hoping you'll get back to doing as
Yes.
soon as the doors open for us to get back to traveling again?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started in 2018. I started my own personal mission of modeling in photo shoots in countries all over the world as a way to support local photographers, designers, artisans, makeup artists, and stylists. And so that started. And then the more I got into my own intuitive work and uncovering kind of, I like to say, like stripping down to my authentic self, the more I stepped into that, the more authentic I feel that my voice became through my photos. And I use that as a way to connect with the incredible women that I get to work with and take them and allow them to see their authentic selves, because we're all beautiful in our own unique ways and there's not one cookie cutter way to look. And so it's really a awesome way to take someone in their element and their essence and allow them to shine in that way. And so for some people it's like glamming up and wearing the dress and the gown and the makeup. And then for other people, it may be like actually stripping down and being raw and no makeup and just allowing that part of yourself to be seen. And so it's really whatever the person's going through in the moment. And I really am excited to get back into this. And even in the US, I think hopefully some travel is happening again in the US. So even there's amazing places here where we can do that. And then in 2021, I look forward to taking it back internationally.
I just had an idea which I think maybe we might have talked about a little bit in the past. And I think there's an opportunity everywhere you go, there are beautiful places. I mean, we don't all have to show up on the doorsteps of the Eiffel Tower to get a fantastic experience like the experience that you provide. And I think once travel opens up again, people might not be that ready to go too far away, but they
Yeah.
might be willing to go somewhere local. So maybe if you come to us, I'm just thinking of this in a selfish way, like if you come to
Oh, no,
us
I
in
would love
Connecticut
to. I would
and you
love
could
to.
do like a photo shoot for us with Ladies Power
Yeah.
Lunch and get us to be really focusing on empowering ourselves and living that authentic, beautiful life that we're here to live. So
Yeah.
I know you've been, a part of everything that we've been planning and everything that's going on, and I appreciate that. But I'm guessing that since your business is travel focused and travel oriented, that this whole pandemic and COVID must have had an effect on your business. And with the topic of our fall conference being Transformation 2020, kind of regrouping and looking at how we can take the challenges that have been presented to us and turn them into opportunities. What sort of opportunities showed up for you when you had to do that thing that word that we've all come so accustomed to using now, when you had to pivot, what
Yeah.
opportunities showed up for you?
Yeah, and I like our former coach Darla Ledoux, her definition of pivot, or her um, the way she describes it is it's not like you're just completely doing something new. It's like you still have one foot in and you're kind of just turning a different way. So it caused me first of all to slow down because I've been on the go for 2 years and 19 countries, 6 continents, just all over the world. And so it caused me to slow down in that way and also learn to just really embrace and love my relationship to myself. And so I've really felt like this year has been a gift for me in that way, where I've been just becoming my own best friend in a way, which I think so
Wow.
often we neglect our relationship. And it's one of our relationship to ourselves is one of the most important relationships. It starts with us
It
so that we
really
can
does.
be that strength. Yeah. Um,
Absolutely.
and it was through COVID that I was able to birth this beautiful girls' night inward, which is an oracle party for groups of women, for your tribe, your clients, your inner circle, your book club. We've done one with Ladies Power Lunch before,
Yes, we have.
and super fun way for people to come together and each receive their own card reading and then also connect to the other women. And my whole mission with the photo shoots and everything is I believe at the core that we all want to be seen and heard and validated. And so I started asking, like, how can I still bring this conversation to light during these tougher times? And it's been through this beautiful experience that it's amazing to be in this circle of women and allow each person to kind of speak up and be vulnerable and share what's on their heart, and then hear the other women like connecting to that. So
That
that's kind of worked
I
out
love
of this.
that. I really, really love that. And one of the things that I love about you actually doing these card readings now is that the opportunity that I see that the pandemic has provided for you is for you to actually take your intuition, which is something that you've always had, and to actually use it in a way that is supporting all of us.
Yeah.
And for that, I would absolutely say thanks, COVID.
Yeah, yeah,
Really.
in a way, yeah.
So you can go right on back. So I really really enjoy that you are doing these card readings. You're sharing your intuitive gifts with us, and believe me, guys, she's okay. Can I can I have permission to share? Okay, so
Yeah, full permission.
all this time, Robin has become a really really good friend of mine, and over the almost 2 years that we've been friends, she's been doing a card reading here for me, a card reading there for me. I might call her up and say, "Hey, Robin, what do you think about this?" Or, "Robin, what do you think about that?" And she'll say, "Well, let me pull a card." And for the most part, they seem to be pretty on point. But the one that was on the button, on the money, that made me say, "Oh, girl, you know what you're talking about," is when Robin did a card reading for me on the day that Connecticut got the notice that we were going into pandemic and we were going to go into quarantine and everything was going to be locked down. And not only was everything going to be locked down, but it was going to be lockdown was going to start on the day that we had scheduled for our in-person spring conference. So Robin and our conversation happened early in the morning, way before any of this news hit. And up until the time when I had this conversation with Robin, I was full steam ahead for us to have our spring conference in person at the Doubletree by Hilton. I'm having this card reading with Robin, and everything that she's telling me is pointing me towards that not happening in any way, size, shape, or form in person. And I dismissed it because I was very committed to my idea of things happening the way that I wanted them to happen. And I remember calling her up at 10 o'clock in the night. I was on the phone with her and standing in the line, the extremely long line in the grocery store, because we'd just been notified that we were going into lockdown and everybody was in the supermarket trying to get groceries. And I was on the phone talking to her about how we could pivot and still have our event, but
Yeah.
have it online. So when I tell you, her intuition is real, and out of this whole pandemic situation has been born her sharing this gift with not just me and close friends but with others. I think that that's a gift that the world needed, so thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me see. Oh, you're coming and you're speaking. You spoke on Ladies Power Lunch for spring conference. You've been speaking on different small events that we've had in our Ladies Power Lunch group. Why are you even talking for us? Like, why do you like us? What is it?
Oh, this group, I've said it many times, but this group is so special and unique. And it's just different than any group I've been a part of. And I love, like, there's just a connectedness and a deeper level of support among the women and Ladies Power Lunch that I haven't experienced in other groups. And so I just love being a part of mission and purpose. And it's also fun. Like I feed off of everyone's energy. Like you've got your happiness sign in the back, and it's like every time I'm on a call with somebody in the group, they have something in the background that I'm like, oh yes, I relate to that. And so it's just like it's been really supportive for me during this time, and being able to, it's actually given me more confidence in bringing my gifts forth as well.
Because it's really tricky to start talking about intuition outside of your private group. It really, really is. And I applaud you for taking the stand and having that courage to share these gifts with others who need them. I really, really think that's a wonderful thing. So if there was somebody out there who is on the fence and they were thinking of joining us at our fall conference, but they're not sure if it might be for them, what would you say to them to kind of push them over the fence and onto our
One,
side?
I would say schedule a card reading with me, and you'll probably get the answer that I know that you may not want to say yes. But no, in all seriousness, it's a very unique event that's different than other summits. Like I've been on many telesummits this year, and there's no interaction. It's literally like you're watching a person. You can't talk to the person. There's nothing. You can't even see the other attendees or any of that. And what I like about this group, and particularly this summit, is it's very interactive, it's experiential. So you're actually coming with an intention that you can see come to light and bring it out into the world. And so it's not just like a one hit wonder, like, oh, that was a great event. It's actually one that's going to propel you forward.
I like that. I like that a lot. And it's true. I am all zoomed out, Robin. I have sat in probably one too many CDC seminars. It's been a lot. And so
Yeah.
I don't want to impose that on anybody else. So it's all workshop based, it's all experiential, and it's happening on September 21st, which is the International Day of Peace. I also want to say that we're supporting a fund to provide a grant for a woman owned business that has been um, adversely affected by COVID 19 with the proceeds from this upcoming event. So, not only are we getting together, learning a lot, having a great time networking together, but there's also a cause that we're supporting. We're supporting each other, right?
Yes.
I'm saying to us, let's put our money where our mouths are and let's put together a grant to support a woman owned business that needs it. So, any last words, Robin? Any words of wisdom? Anything that you have upcoming that you want to tell us about that we can all participate in?
Yes, I would say words of wisdom is to just continue to take care of yourself, and don't be afraid to reach out. So if you've noticed one day that your energy's lower, check in. What do you need? Do you need a nap? Do you need to go outside and ground your bare feet in the grass, or do you need to pick up the phone and call someone? So really honor where you are. And then also, I would love to, if you're interested, I'm looking for hosts to host a girls' night inward. And it really, truly is a beautiful way to connect with your tribe in a deeper way than you may even imagine. So I would invite you to do that. And then finally, enroll and purchase your ticket today. Don't wait. Because what I say for the summit, what I've always learned with transformation is transformation starts the moment you say yes. And saying yes is actually purchasing your ticket. So go ahead and do that today, and just notice how your energy starts shifting just because you said yes to this event.
I love it. I love it. And of course, I'll put the link to your Girls Night Inwards below. So anybody who wants to really take part and see what Robin's intuition is all about, I know that I've had a personal experience with it that has been absolutely positive, you can definitely engage with that with the link below. All right, thanks so much, Robin. I truly appreciate you taking the time out because I know you had a very busy day today. Thanks for taking the time to come and just talk with us for a little bit. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.
Yes, pleasure. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.